What's going on, guys? It's your boy Burrow77 coming to you live with some new content for Land Your Bets. As you guys know, I am a massive Real Madrid fan, and nothing says Real Madrid more than Champions League. Champions League football is the best of the best. This is where all of Europe's top teams battle it out to see who is the best team in all of Europe. We've already made it through group stages and we've whittled it down to 16 teams. These 16 teams will play a home and away elimination series, with winners advancing just like an NCAA bracket until we play one final winner-take-all game to crown the King of Europe. Madrid have done it more than anybody else. I'm just saying, we did 14 times already. We're working on 15 this season. I already got my futures bet in pocket. So let's get into it. And let's get into it starting with RB Leipzig versus Madrid. Leipzig is at home, so this one's in Germany. I feel like Madrid's getting disrespected on the money line here at plus 125. I know we don't have Bellingham, so we're going to have a rotated midfield and might even see a couple of different looks up top. We might see some Brahim Diaz. We might see, a combination of Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Cruz, Modric, Fede Valverde, Dani Ceballos in the midfield, maybe even Joselu up top. For me, it doesn't really matter. Madrid's deep. This is their competition. They know how to win. They know what's at stake here. Leipzig's had a bit of a rough season. We all know they can't play on the road, but they had a goal differential of 7 scored and 5 allowed in their 3 home games during group stages. And they scored 13, but allowed 10 overall in 6 group stage matches. Madrid didn't lose a single group stage match. They went 6-0, finished at top of their group. And in fact, Madrid has only lost 2 games across all competitions this entire season. RB Leipzig are in a tough spot. They're 1-3 in their last 5 games over in Germany. This team's okay. They're gritty. They have a lot of talent. They just don't have anybody who's going to stop Vinny Jr. That's for sure. Very few people on the planet can guard Vinny Jr., but RB Leipzig certainly doesn't have any of them. So in addition to taking Madrid on the money line, I also really like the Madrid team total over 1.5. Like I said, RB Leipzig gave up 10 goals in 6 group stage matches this year. They've given up 28 goals in the Bundesliga, which is way lower competition than Madrid is. RB Leipzig is currently outside of a UCL spot for next season in Germany. And even without Bellingham, Madrid just have way too much firepower with Rodrigo, Vinny Jr., Joselu, Diaz, Fede Valverde. All of our guys are capable of finding the back of the net at any time. So give me Madrid, team total over 1.5, minus 115. Think that's a really good price. Would be definitely willing to play this to, minus 120. You should always wait for lineups when betting player props in soccer. Most sportsbooks are not going to void non-starters. And if they sub on, they're going to give you action. Vinny Jr., had a little bit of a strain in warm-ups the other day and wasn't able to go as a starter, but played a complete game and is coming off a 1 goal and 2 assist performance versus Girona. Vinny has 2 goals and 2 assists in 3 UCL group stage games this season. He was injured for 3 other ones. He had a goal versus Napoli and a goal versus Braga, and he had an assist in each of the Braga matches. As I mentioned, he only played 3 games so far this year in group stages, but Vinny owns the UCL. Vinny scored the game-winning goal and the only goal to win the title a couple of years ago, back in 2021, I want to say, 21-22 season. Yeah, to beat Liverpool and lift the trophy. Last year, Vinny hit this prop in 9 out of 10 UCL starts. The only start he didn't hit it in was in a game that unfortunately Madrid lost to Man City in City, and Madrid unfortunately got knocked out of the tournament at that time. Other than that, Vinny Jr. has been automatic when it comes to the goal or assist. Right now, I do think there is value on this at plus 110 over on DraftKings. Otherwise, sometimes it is worth splitting your unit and playing the anytime goal scorer and the anytime assist number as a straight bet. It really just depends on what books you shop around at and what the number is. So if you're going to split your unit and play 0.5 units on anytime goal and 0.5 units on anytime assist, you would need at least plus 220 on both of those props to make splitting your unit even worth it. Now, the nice thing about splitting your unit is he can cash both of those. And like I said, Vinny Jr. is on a rip and he's been scoring and assisting on everybody. I don't know. It might be worth just a little sprinkle, maybe a cup of coffee on a lottery ticket for him to do both here, because I do not respect this RB Leipzig defense. It is leaky. Keeping it moving right into the next match, we have Copenhagen hosting Manchester City. Copenhagen, you did a great job. Most people didn't expect you to still be here right now. That's kind of on Galatasaray a little bit for dropping the ball. And Man U was in shambles to begin the season. So your group was wide open. You did a really good job finishing second. But now you have to take a major step up in class and play Manchester City. This is going to be Copenhagen's Super Bowl. Copenhagen at home will be playing with a lot of pride. You're going to want to show out in front of your home fans here. You're playing one of the best teams in the world, and you know it. So it's time to show out and represent what this building's all about. City tend to start slow on the road. Pep just kind of overthinks things and is a little bit of a jackass when it comes to being on the road, even against weaker opponents like Copenhagen, who they should beat the brakes off of. I won't be surprised to see a cagey ball possession, not a lot of shots first half here out of City, and then they, try and get a goal or two in the second half and get the hell out of town. Haaland and KDB are back and healthy, so that is big here for City, and they should kind of run riot through these guys. It's also important to note that Foden is coming off a hat trick. If I see him in the lineup, I absolutely love him for a goal. Staying with bets we can take without getting any more information, I like over 4.5 cards here. Copenhagen will be outmatched at basically every position. You're at home. You're going to want to show out for the fans. If you can't keep pace and you're going to be beat, follow. It's a good strategy. It's a good soccer strategy. You don't want to see Man City score 5, 6, 7 goals on you at home. And the way you do that is you play nasty, you play dirty. You don't let people get free behind you. If they look like they're going to get free, you tackle them, you pull the shirt, you do whatever it takes. I just want everybody to be careful because cards are subjective and they do have a lot to do with the referee just as much as they do with the players on the field. It's important to go take a look at that ref and double check their stats real quick. But I think this line's pretty low for a cards total at plus 142. The over 3.5 wasn't really playable for me. It was like minus 140, minus 145, minus 150. And I'm just not into laying that kind of juice. So I think there's 5 cards in this game. City's not the cleanest, and they do get aggressive, especially on aerials and corners. So you can see some fouls there. But I think we got 5 cards in this game, no problem. Next up, I'm going to take City to score in both halves. This is juiced to an appropriate level at minus 118. I wouldn't play it much below that. Despite the slow starts, City is the far better team. They have the firepower. They have the talent. They should put this team away early. They should get up early and then look to coast in the second half. That's not how this always works out, but That's the way I would do it, and that's the way most people think you should do it. So I like City to score a goal in both halves here. They've only done it in 3 of their 6 group stage matches in UCL. And like I said, they don't particularly show out on away days. So I'm not interested in laying much more juice than this. I've seen, minus 130s, minus 135s out there. So I would grab this on FanDuel while it's still a playable number. And that's kind of it as far as bets I can confidently give out without seeing starting lineups. You know, I, there's not a lot of value on Holland's anytime goal. It's still like minus 140, minus 145. If you're going to take him to score a goal, I don't hate Holland first goal at plus 250 over on DraftKings, especially because I have a feeling there's going to be a ton of sports book boosts out there. The Super Bowl's over. They're going to be offering a lot of different promos to keep people betting, especially during the week, especially during the afternoon before college basketball gets tipped off. So with the popularity of UCL, don't be surprised to see a ton of boosts out there. If you see one for first goal scorer, I think Holland at the plus, anything about plus 200 to plus 250 is a good play and a spot to use a boost like that. Like I said, Foden anytime goal is plus 230 over on FanDuel. Make sure he's in the lineup, but he's coming off a hat trick. I really like that. As far as some Madrid props go, if you see Lucas Vazquez starting at right back, I like him just to attempt a shot. He does get really far forward and he tends to shoot kind of no matter what. So just to attempt a shot, you should be able to find that right around the plus 100 to like minus 115 area. Kamavinga to take a shot outside the box. I like that too. He might be playing in the midfield. He might even be playing on the back line. Same with Tuchemeni. I'm not sure if he's going to be playing center back for us or if he's going to be playing in the midfield. But Tuch loves to get a rebound ball or a quick pass right outside the 18-yard box and pull up for a shot. You can put him on target too. He is precise. He knows how to finish. Same with Fede Valverde. He loves to jack for chicks over there on the right wing. He puts up shots. He gets them on target, and he can score absolute worldies from outside the box when he gets the opportunity. For RB Leipzig, if anybody's scoring for them, it's going to be Openda, in my opinion. He's the best player on the pitch for them. He's got the most pace. I do like Danny Olmo, who is Spanish. So there is a little bit of a Spanish guy versus Madrid rivalry brewing there, or anybody who's Spanish always likes to show out in front of Madrid. So it wouldn't surprise me if Olmo is able to do something. I don't particularly see either of the underdog teams winning here. Copenhagen, you're just way outmatched at all 11 positions on the field. And RB Leipzig, you are good. You can do some things well. I just don't see you beating Madrid. If you do anything here at home and come away with any points, it'll probably be because you managed to pull off a 1-1 or like a 2-2 draw. I don't think you're going to be able to keep Madrid goalless at all. Like I said, I'm on the team total over 1.5, but I like Lunin in net. I think he's been playing really well for us. We do have a lot of injuries and problems on our back line, but as we showed you against Girona, we're going to keep the ball in the midfield. We're going to push it into the final third, and we're going to shove the ball down your throat and stay in possession as much as possible. That can leave us vulnerable on a quick counterattack, but hey, Danny Carvajal's off gluten. He can chase down anybody. So that's it. That's all I got for you. That's Talking Champions League with Oaks. I'll try and get another one of these up for tomorrow. Talking the Wednesday matches. We'll see how much time I have. I am going to be on Kyle, a.k.a. Swass's college basketball show as well. So I will be watching the Madrid game while I'm doing that. More CBB picks. BetUS La Liga show. Thursday, 3 p.m. live over on their YouTube channel every week. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys like the Champions League video. I'm going to try and do more of these as we stick with Champions League season. So that's it. That's all I got. Folks out.